A little bit weird to be doing this. I was not expecting to be doing this stream. But we are live for the matches that are going to be going down at WWE World. Now, at the time of recording this, I don't know what those matches are. I don't even know if WWE have put information out about those matches. So I'm just going to search for those. We need to get the chat on screen as well. What's this? There's so much stuff that's going on. So much stuff that's happening that it's like, what's this? What's this? What's this? We kind of said WWE Wrestlemania weekend would feel like it was kicking off today, and I would say everything's been turned up today. It definitely feels like there's just so much going on. So let's go over here because we're going to be jumping around a little bit, I think, as we head towards this show. So I just saw this a couple of hours ago, just dropped WWE and XO. Don't know the collab. WrestleMania 42 collection now available. Some of those designs look quite nice, to be honest with you. I was just looking at that Eddie Guerrero design that was there. Here's a preview of your destination. What's this? I don't know what that is. I don't like it. Abandon. I've abandoned that link. This is the image, though. Ethan Page. That looks like... Is that Joe Hendry? Lola. Sol Ruca. Kind of doing a little bit of modeling. I was just looking at the Eddie Guerrero shirt there. Looked kind of cool. Hogan, Hollywood Hogan. So, yeah, don't know. There's just so much stuff like this where it's like, what's this? What's this? What's this? So much stuff that's happening at the moment. Let's go to WWE. Let's have a look and see if we can get back on track and see if there's any word as to what matches we're getting. A couple of minutes ago, we got a sneak peek. A sneak peek. Doors open today at noon. A sneak peek of WWE World. So, okay, I need to take the sound down, and that's a shame. Shame I can't make it bigger. Okay, so that's the entranceway. Not as impressive as last year, the entranceway. They had a lot of artifacts when you made that entrance. I just saw a giant Danhausen. That's like a Danhausen brawling buddy, like big shots. We got a big championship belt. That looks like a DJ booth. There's the championship belt. There's the Danhausen. I mean, it looks a big space. Don't know where the ring is going to be, because obviously we're watching matches on this stream. Don't know where the ring's going to be, but interesting. I'm quite surprised at how few artifacts there are, or how clean. Perhaps it was a bit of a nightmare last year. I remember last year the entranceway had loads of bits that you could like have a look at as you was walking down. Perhaps like they just felt that was a bit too risky, having banners and things like this. Like I think they were actually out of the warehouse. This is a lot cleaner. It's just screens, just screens as you kind of make your way down. Okay. What's this? WWE World looks absolutely massive already. From the championship displays to the full interactive setup. There must be more footage doing the rounds then. There must be more. Oh, what's this? 51 seconds ago. Check out the ESPN photo op at WWE Worlds.
Ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, what? And they take your picture midair? That's sick. That is sick. Yeah, that's sick. I need to go. I need to go. Why am I not? Why am I here? Why am I not there? Oh, what pose would you do? What would you do?
Ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
I might attempt I'd want to go big. I ain't just jumping off like that, like some sort of squirrel mid-flight. Yeah? You're going to have to go shooting star press. I can't do one, but I'd have to go for it. Do you know what I mean? Go big, go home. Shooting star press. 460 splash. That looks good. That looks good. Oh, the line to get inside. Oh, you're getting a glimpse of the shop here. This only dropped 9 minutes ago. I haven't seen any of this. Let's have a look. So, is the shop outside of WWE World then? I've got to take the sound down just in case it flags. So, okay, there's the queue. Hall of Fame Legends. Is that over there? No? Or maybe that's just the Legends part of the shop. Memorabilia. It's a long queue. It's going to be a long queue. I mean, there's going to be... If you're going to WrestleMania and we know 40-odd thousand are, why would you not go to WWE? Well, granted, not everyone's going to go day one, but... Yeah, it's going to be busy, isn't it? So... Yeah, there's the queue. You can see the shop in the background. So, you know, the excitement's building. We got 3 clips there to do with WWE World, all dropping in the last 10 minutes or so. Oh, here's Triple H. Let's have a look at this, shall we?
That's awesome. So she's all locked in. That's very cool.
And nobody's going to hurt their hand, right?
Oh, it's that punching, slapping. Let's get rid of that, because that'll probably flag. Ooh. Oh. Is that an actual blue cage? Is that one of the actual blue cages? Is there going to be a video of these two walking around? Because they did that a few... Oh, I want to know her thoughts about that belt, because that belt sucks. Oh my God! You can't actually hear what she's saying. Ooh. Ooh. Mattel. There's a glimpse at the Mattel stand. Have they done the figure reveals? I hope that's an actual video that they're going to share and show, like, you know... One of my favourite ever videos, and I've said this before, one of my favourite ever videos is Steph, Kathy Kelly, and Triple H going around WWE World. It's about 7-8 years ago now. And it goes for like an hour, and they just go all around it, and I loved it. It was very chilled. They were just chatting away, reminiscing, just interacting with the exhibits, and it was great. It really was. This looks very similar of them walking around. Look at that. I wonder if that's one of the actual kind of blue cage. Looks battered if it is. One of the actual sort of blue cages. It's not very blue anymore. There's a glimpse at the Mattel stall. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, right. We need to jump back because there's so much happening. Let's get the chat on screen, see what people are saying, see what the thoughts are. Let's go here. We probably could have started even earlier, couldn't we? I'm under the impression the matches don't start till 8:30, so I mean, we're totally fine for time. Let's go WWE, and let's have a look and see. Bang, bang. WWE... yeah, okay, we've got 50 minutes until the stream actually starts, and we've got the live matches. I don't know how long this thing goes for. I don't know the matches that are actually going to be taking place. Like, the details have just not been out there, so we're going to have to just see what we get. The one match that I am sort of aware of is Tatum Paxley against Alba Fyre. I'm aware of that. Wrestling figures. Let's have a look, see if Mattel have shown off that. I don't think they have, because I don't think WWE World is open yet, to be honest. Yeah, no new figures or anything shown yet because well, we're not open yet, so that'll all be kicking off soon as well. So yeah, it's all happening. It's all going to be flooding through. God, can you imagine? I mean, I don't even know if those doors are open. I think doors open in about 18 minutes for WWE Worlds. So as soon as those doors open, social media is just going to be flooded with all the exhibitions, all the different things you can go and look at. It's just going to be cray. It's going to be cray. Okay. Mr. Full D, hello, said Daze Meltzer said that it's not a foregone conclusion that Orton will prevail on Saturday night because he could be injured enough where he can't carry the belts past WrestleMania. Yeah, I've heard that apparently he's going in injured or he's hurting is what I've heard. That's the thing that's doing the rounds online, so interesting. Giovanni, shout out to you, my friends. Appreciate it. Redio as well. Thank you, my friends. Jordan, QP9TB. Shout out to you. Shout out to Hello, Sydney as well. Hope you're doing well, buds. And Hannah, shout out to you also. So big thank you to everyone that's joining us. This is obviously a very different stream. This is something we're not used to doing, but something I'm so pleased they're doing because I love WWE World. It is my dream to go there one year. And I will. I'll make that dream a reality one day. But I love it because there's not really a place for wrestling fans to like go to apart from the actual shows. As I said before, you can go to that WWE experience in Saudi Arabia, but what I've seen of that didn't massively impress me. Like, there seems to be a few interesting bits there, but it's not quite what I was looking for. I think like a physical hall of fame where they've got like, you know, loads of artifacts and exhibitions and like just loads of stuff. That's kind of what WWE World is. You've got the massive superstore. You've got, obviously we just saw you can jump mid-air, get your picture taken. You can do your own entrance. There's going to be a competition where they're going to try and find the best person to strut like Oba. We were talking about that in Unseen. They're going to be doing face paint like Danhausen. Mattel are there showing off new figures. Funko are there showing off new stuff. Big Shots, which is like the Brawling Buddies, they're there doing stuff as well. You've got Hall of Fame exhibition, obviously all to do with Steph and Demolition and, you know, all the people going in this year. AJ Styles, and then you've got meet and greets, and you've got matches, and there's a ring that you can get your picture taken in, and it's just there's an Undertaker's graveyard that's there as well, apparently. So I mean, there's just so much stuff. And even more than all of that, because there's a stage where there's going to be panels. One of them is going to be Undertaker doing his live podcast. His guest is going to be John Cena. So it's just, what isn't at WWE World? So I love WWE World. Anything to do with that I find very interesting. And we've seen wrestlers get tattooed there. We've seen loads of bits go down at WWE World before. So the fact it's open in like 15 minutes and the fact that they're going to show us for the first time, I believe the first time, they're going to show us matches from that event. Because I don't think they've ever aired the matches from WWE World before. I'm very excited for this. This was a stream I was very happy to see happening. So yeah, good, exciting. Alex said, Daze, I just saw a website that's called Post Wrestling, and it's only Tatum against Alba on today. Well, that's the only one that's been announced. I mean, I'm expecting more than that. If you go on to WWE Worlds, they have a website, right? It's a brilliant website because I can show it to you. If you go to WWE Worlds, go down, click view lineup, you can then sort it by date, right? So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we're Thursday. And then you can see exactly what each wrestler is doing. So here you can see Axiom is scheduled for a live match, right? So he's got appearances on Thursday and Saturday, and he's scheduled for a live match. So I'm guessing that means that he's having a live match today. That's what I would assume. And if you go down, you can see that there's a few. You've got like Axiom, you've got Lash Legend is scheduled for a live match. You've got Ricky Saints is scheduled for a live match. Soul Ruca is scheduled for a live match. So actually, it doesn't say that Tatum Paxley is, which is a bit random. Tony D'Angelo is scheduled for a live match. So I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can tell you is that there's a few that on here say they're having live matches. What we actually get shown, I don't know. You know, whether it is just that they're going to give us a glimpse and we're just going to get one match. But there are others that are, you know, kind of got live match next to their names when you filter it by the day. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I'm not going to sit here and say. I know that Tatum Alba has been announced for today. So I would expect to see that. And then, you know, Axiom, Tony, Soul Ruca, like they've all got live match written down. So I would expect to see those. But I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, oh, we're definitely seeing them, because I don't know. I have no idea. There's been no information. The only thing I've seen is that one match that has been sort of announced. Edwards, hello. Hope you're doing well. Connor said, Daze, what do we think about the video of all the superstars giving their predictions for the Brock Oba match? Fine. Yeah. I think Oba wins. I'm expecting Oba to get the victory. I think a lot of people are. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. Jaden, shout out to you. Mr. Bigster said, did we see the Jay Cameron altercation? I did, and I don't quite understand why they've done it. Like, what's that? What's that about? Like, is that because Cameron's going to be there and we're just going to try? I mean, is it just noise? I mean, at this point, is it just noise? Are we just trying to create noise? I would imagine probably so. I'd imagine we're probably just trying to create as much noise as possible. So, I don't know. I don't know why we've done it, because obviously Cameron's not going to be involved in a match at WrestleMania. I can only imagine we've done it just to create a bit of a noise. Like, you know, it's probably the clip I've been sent the most today is that one. So, yeah. Other than that, I can't really tell you why they did it. Love a bit of days on my work break. Jaden, shout out to you, my friends. Hope work's going well. William said, how come no one is defending Liv Morgan's budding music career? Because I think most people have heard the song. That's probably why. HBK, Triple H, Kane, Christopher, hope you're doing well, my friends. Luro said, Daze, how's it going? It's going well. It's pretty manic, to be honest. There's so much stuff kind of going, look at me, like this at the moment. And it's like, what's happening? So, yeah, I mean, it's normal, isn't it? I mean, you've got so many people, so much excitement, all gathering on Las Vegas. And, you know, everyone's looking for that bit of attention. So it's just very, very noisy at the moment. But it's good. You know, it's quite exciting. And, you know, starting to feel that WrestleMania buzz, rather than just waking up, looking online and there not being much happening. Actually, you know, waking up and seeing that there's quite a bit happening is good. Exciting. So, Luro, shout out to you. William said, I'd love to go to WWE Worlds. And we're not going to read the rest of that message. William, thank you. Alex said, Daze, I've just seen on the website. Okay, we read that one. Let's go down. Days happy Danhausen Mania weekend, said MJR. And to you, buds. And to you. Alistair says, how have ticket sales done? Well, when it comes to tickets, like most people, I tend to go to WrestleTix on X. So WrestleTix is the place to go. If they've not given an update, then don't know, and I don't think there's been one. So the update we've had is from a couple of days ago. So we know that over the 4-day weekend, Saturday managed to shift an extra 2,100 tickets. So as of 2 days ago, we was at 42,700 for the Saturday. It's set up to hold 45.7. Of course, it's set up. That means that sections are like topped off, right? But we can easily remove that top. If you actually sold every seat that was on the map, I think it's like 60 some thousands. Yeah, it's 68,000 is what they could sell. They could sell 68,000. At the moment, they've set it up so that it's 45,000. So at the moment, we're looking like 20,000 plus empty seats that could have been sold. Now, I would imagine we will definitely get to the 45, right? I mean, we'll definitely get to that. Whether it'll sneak its way to 50,000 by the time the show starts, I'm not sure. But we'll definitely get to that. On the Sunday, they sold 600 tickets over the weekend. That's at 43.3, and that's at 42.7. And it will have gone up a little bit since the weekend, of course. It's now Thursday. This was a couple of days ago. But that's the latest information. WrestleTix is where most people get that info from. Actually don't know where they go for that. Like, there's probably a website that you go to that's got this information. But I don't know where that website is. I just always get it from here. So yeah, that's the latest that I've seen. I think we saw last year, I saw a graph where as it got closer to WrestleMania, it actually spiked the ticket sales. They shot up, believe it or not. You would think most people had already bought them, but there's quite a lot that sell kind of last minute. So I would imagine there'll be a nice little boost as we get closer to the event. I don't know why that happens, but perhaps it's just people that have ummed and ahed and been like, shall we, shan't we, what shall we do? And then as it gets closer, they're like, let's go. Let's just go. I mean, one thing you can say is if you were sat there right now going, oh, should I, shouldn't I, what shall I do? Like, you know that you can go to Vegas and get tickets. Like, what, you can definitely get tickets. This is far from sold out. So you're definitely going to get tickets. I don't know about a hotel room, right? That might be a bigger problem. Get like a hotel room, but actually getting into the stadium, you're going to be able to do that. Phantom6715 said, happy WrestleMania weekdays and chat. And to you, my friends. And to you, I hope it's I hope that it's coming across. I hope that excitement, that buzz is hitting you. What's hitting me right now are figures. So what have we got here? We've got Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Maybe that looks like a rock at the bottom. Prototype. That Roman. So these are prototypes. Looks like a Demolition Smash. Gunther, Stone Cold, new Asuka. So we got a few glimpses. That I'm getting LA Knight vibes from that. So I don't know if we've got anything wildly exciting here, but you can see some figures in the prototype stage. So these are things that Asuka, the face on that looks sick. I love this. That's really impressive with it all painted and everything. They do such a good job with Asuka figures. Some of the best ever figures they've made have been Asuka figures. We've got Ultimate EO with the emote. Yeah, look at that. You can do the emote with the figure. We got Brock. We got Jay with those foam hands. So Ultimate EO, Ultimate Brock, Ultimate Jay. That the emote's great. That's great. I likes that. I likes that a lot. I'm gonna retweet that. That's cool. I don't know if we... Yeah, let's put it in. I just keep looking at stuff like, oh, does Unseen need that? Do I put that in Unseen? It's hard to get an Unseen at this time of year, let me tell you. There's just so much stuff that comes through that, like, Unseen could go for like an hour. So I have to be quite picky as to what goes in. Okay, well, a glimpse. I mean, there'll be a lot more, obviously, because I don't even think it's open yet. I don't think WWE World opens for another 3 minutes. So I don't know how that person's managed to get a sneak peek. But yeah, I think we've got another couple of minutes and then WWE World will be open. Metal Mama said, I need it. I need it. I don't know when it's out. It's not painted or anything yet. So I think it's still got a little way to go in its production. But yeah, it's good. It's a good one, that. I got excited on Monday. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm not excited for Randy Cody, says hello Sydney. Hello Sydney, shout out to you, my friend. Tyler's excited for the Brock Ultimate. Let's go. Daze, are we wondering, WrestleTix has the first count for WrestleMania 42 doing 35,000 on Christmas Eve. It's been 4 months and they managed to shift 5,000 to 7,000 tickets, says Big Time. Wow. It's not been good, has it? Metal Mama said the chat's frozen on screen. Yeah, this keeps happening. I really don't know why. I'll have to chat GPT to see what the fix is for it. I don't know why it keeps freezing. I don't know why. There's no drop frames or anything like that. And this is just like a really annoying new development. I'm going to write that down to get that chat GPT'd. Because it's very annoying. Right, I hope they have a big announcement this year, said AR Bonk. Because AAA last year. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. That AAA announcement was huge last year. Really big. And obviously, you know, we've been enjoying a lot of AAA shows since. So, yeah, I mean, it would be great if there was another one. Fix. Chat. There we go. It's on my jobs list. Phantom, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Firing in some gifted memberships. Appreciate it, my friends. Jolly said they have really killed the Cody Orton match. It was the match that I most wanted to see, but now not so much. I think we'll see a stupid finish. Well, I mean, look, don't let them beat you down. Yeah. Don't let them ruin WrestleMania for you. I am really loving today because today is obviously WWE World Opening Day and there's just stuff coming through all the time like this. Another picture. For those with eagle eye vision, I think we might have seen that display already. Oh, I don't know, what else are they showing off? Oh my god. Okay, it's not the strongest picture because you can't actually make much out. I'm getting like Hogan vibes from this though. I'm getting like, do you know what I mean? The red and yellow Hogan, 80s Hogan. Maybe actually 2000s Hogan when he had the feather boa. I'm getting that sort of vibe from that. That might have been the picture we saw. Maybe not. That's giving me Dominic Mysterio vibes. Getting Dominic Mysterio vibes. Maybe Undertaker vibes. Don't know. This is what we're dealing with now. We're now looking at blurry, distant pictures going, what is it? What is it? What is this? I love it anyway. So, yes, we'll keep an eye out on that. Okay. Yeah, I would say, yeah, I agree. Like, you know, the Cody match, I think it's kind of been soured for many of us, but there's still plenty going on and plenty to look forward to. So don't let that ruin your WrestleMania weekend. Radiated Zombie said, Daze, I'm back. My internet is finally fixed. Finally. Radiated Zombie, shout out to you, buds. Welcome back. Backstreet's back. I'm just keeping on top of bits and bobs as they come through. As anything comes through, I'll obviously be showing it you, and we'll be having a conversation about it. It's just bits coming through all the time, but nothing that like, oh my God, you need to see this. So I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm keeping an eye on the chat. Okay, Adil said, is The Rock coming to WrestleMania? If yes, what match? Well, I think it was Wrestling Observer said he's not expected. I think I've got a feeling, right, that the Cody Randy match, I think that they have doubled down on that for a couple of reasons. Because they knew there was a backlash week 1, and then in week 2, we had Jelly Roll getting beaten up, we had Pat cutting a promo. Like, they could have pivoted and changed, and they didn't, right? I think they were happy with where that story was going, and so as a result they stuck to it, committed to it, right? And so that was obviously very, very disappointing for many of us, because we were hoping that they would have seen the backlash and they would have changed direction. They didn't, and so that's disappointing. So that says to me 2 things. 1, they really believe that by keeping Pat involved, this is going to be beneficial with promoting WrestleMania, right? They can use his show. Obviously, his set got trashed by Cody and all this nonsense. So to get his belt back that Pat had stolen. And so, you know, I think they really believed that was worth it. And it was worth the promotion of, the Pat for like 2 weeks plus has been using every day his show to talk about WrestleMania. And they see the value in that, right? So we have to suffer for that. The other thing as well is they know the fans are hurting. They know the fans are not enjoying this. You are making us take something like cod liver oil that we don't want to for their benefit, not for our benefit, for their benefit, right? They're trying to get word out there to sell more tickets and get more people watching. Well, we're already watching. We're the fans, the diehard fans that are already tuning in. So this doesn't benefit us. It benefits them. So they know that they need to give us something. They've got to make this whole thing, palatable. It's got to work for us at some point. So have they got The Rock lined up to be a part of that story? Have they got Stone Cold lined up to be a part of that story? There is a word that Stone Cold is expected to be at WrestleMania. We don't know if he's going to do some actually in the stadium or what the plan is, but he is expected to be at WrestleMania, right? So there's every chance that The Rock comes down and The Rock could reveal that he's the one that brought Pat in. Everyone's been blaming Ari Emanuel, but The Rock could come down and say it was him. He was the one that brought Pat in, right? Stone Cold could come down and hit a stunner on Pat, right? We could have Stone Cold and The Rock face to face. The Rock could come down and say he was the one that brought Pat in, and then Stone Cold's music could hit. He could come down and we could get a face to face. To be honest with you, it would not make it worth it. I would not change my tune on that because I genuinely do not think anything makes it worth it. But if you want people to at least go, okay, that was okay. That would, that was as good as we could have got out of it. then having a face-to-face, this leading to a face-to-face between Stone Cold and The Rock would be cool. The only thing I would say, right, and I want to say this now just in case something like that does happen, people will know that I'm not lying. You can always get a Stone Cold Rock face-to-face. Okay? They're both still alive. They're both still available to, part of the WWE family. We had The Rock at WrestleMania 40. We had Stone Cold drive his little 4x4 into the barricade last year. Do you remember when that woman fell over in the front row? Do you remember when he got lost trying to find his way up the ramp? Yeah? So we had Stone Cold last year. We had The Rock the year before. We can always get a face-to-face between these two. Like, that's not a problem. You do not need this nonsense that we have had to sit through to get to it. Like, you could have The Rock come down to the ring, go off on the fans, like, saying that the fans disrespected him last time he was around. They don't deserve him. He's glad that he's left and gone to Hollywood. Bang, Stone Cold's music hits, down he comes to the ring, and we get a face-to-face. Don't let something like that kind of take away your anger at the whole Pat stuff, right? Because they're just trying to put a plaster over it if that's what they do. You can always get The Rock and Stone Cold face-to-face. We did not need the Pat stuff to get to it. There are a billion ways that you could have got to it. We did not need Pat to get to that. If that's even what we get. I don't even know that's what we're getting, right? Don't get excited for that because I don't even know that's where it's going, right? But the point I'm making is I could see them doing something like that so that people will, do you know what I mean? At least have a smile on their face at the end of the Saturday. At least give us some reason to smile, But the truth is still that at Backlash, you're going to have Jelly Roll and Cody in a match against Pat and Randy. We're still heading to that tag match. So you can have a little moment at WrestleMania, but you're still going to have to deal with this Pat stuff even after WrestleMania. And you've still had to deal with it in the past 2 weeks where SmackDown's got its lowest ever rating on Cage Match, right? 2 weeks in a row. It's like, I think tracking to be the 2 worst SmackDown episodes ever. And, a lot of upset. A lot of people have gone into WrestleMania week a lot less excited than they were. It's just not worth it. I don't know what they can do at WrestleMania that will make people go, yeah, this was all worth it. They can try and give you something that will put a smile on your face momentarily, something like a Stone Cold Rock face-to-face. But, it'll be a moment that I will engage with because, it'll be about them, not about Pat. So, I mean, that'll be a moment that will get my attention, but no way would I ever turn around and go, yeah, the Pat stuff was all worth it because it got us here. Because we can do that moment without him. A billion different ways. So, do I think he'll be there? I really don't know. At the moment, apparently he's not expected. But we don't know if they're not just throwing us off the scent, So I'd say there's a chance. If he gets involved, I really feel like the Saturday night is the night where we need to get him, actually, because we need a reason to smile. I think they know that as well. Okay, whilst I was talking, lots came through. Triple H speaks on trying to write stuff for Trick Williams. He says, I don't even know what lemon pepper steppers are. If he runs out of cool shiz to say, he ain't going to get any more from me. So, okay, that's a pretty fun clip, actually. Triple H recalls a conversation he had with Javon, telling him to focus on the punches and kicks. A year from now, there'll be a kid doing shiz. You're like, how is he doing that? Now he's doing the cool shiz. Don't even know what that means. I do think Javon does a lot of eye-catching stuff, but do you know what I mean? Like, the art of wrestling is not just about doing all the flips, of course. It's about the connection with the fans, making them care about you winning, taking them on a journey, you selling, digging deep, you know, trying to, like, get that second wind. You're over in the corner, you're like in the crowd, like, come on, Javon, come on. You're like having to try and climb up the ropes, digging deep, you know. It's that skill of having the fans rooting for you, wanting to see you do it, that selling that you do, that is what he needs to work on. That is what a lot of wrestlers need to work on. Being able to, like, do springboard moves and whatever, great. That's, I mean, obviously going to help you with the, you know, the bulk of the match, if you will, but those moments throughout the match where you need to get the fans, like, on their feet, like, come on, Javon, really cheering for you, like, willing you on. If you can get people to that stage like Shawn Michaels used to be able to, then you're special. I mean, Javon's special anyway, but I agree, actually. Like, focusing on the kicks and the punches, the basics, if you will. And that kind of just simple, like, skill of having the fans rooting for you, that is worth investing in. That is worth spending time trying to really work on. I tell you, it's the one thing that I think Shawn did probably better than anyone I've ever seen. That just, like, selling, being down and, like, really making you believe that he's feeling it. Brett was very good at it as well, actually. His hair always used to get disheveled and everything, and he'd be, like, really, like, sucking through his mouth. He was very good. If you watch Brett at the start of a match compared to the end of a match, you could believe that he was just running on fumes. A lot of the time he wasn't. He was just working, but yeah, very good. Right, Mattel reveals. We got Cody Rhodes. It's nice. I don't know which of these have been shown. New World. Oh, that's nice. The Third Man. That's quite nice. New World Order set. New Jack. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I like the stapler. I don't think we've ever had that as an accessory. I was a bit distracted. That's got to be Ricky Saints in it in the background, doing the pose. So, got a few new figures there. Becky Lynch says that WWE wanted to change her WrestleMania 38 match so Bianca would lose. Shawn and Triple H joke about Javon. Thanks for taking him from us. That's the gig, man. You make them, I steal them. Spoiler. Front. Okay, well, I haven't even seen what that is, but it's, you know, we'll pop that in unseen. Spoiler, who is the front runner to win that battle royal? There's Guile. There's Cody. Posing. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's what I've been waiting for. I love this line. Okay, we're going to save that picture last. What's this? Masters of the Universe or something? What's this? Mattel reveals. What are these crossover figures? Masters of the Universe. What's that about? Okay, we've got Monday Night Wars. Oh, look at that. The picture of the warrior that gets cracked over the heads. Look at that for an accessory. Oh, wrestling shop. Are they there? Perhaps they're there. Perhaps they've gone over. Perhaps wrestling shop have popped over. Okay, love that. That's great. That's great. Here we go. Just more of this line. I like the Kurt. Monday Night War. Not a massive fan of the Monday Night Wars line, but I know a lot of people are. It's obviously all Attitude Era. So some new items there. Here we go. I don't... Oh, come on! Yes! Loving it! We've got a new Hillbilly Jim, which I've not seen before. We got a new King Kong Bundy. We've got John Cena coming into the Superstars line. And we got Coco Beware with Frankie. This is my favorite line. I love this line. Walmart exclusive. It is available at a wrestling shop here in the UK. Love the cloth goods. I mean, look at the dungarees. Look how great that looks. And I love the look of the figures as well. Like, they're a bit cartoony. They're a bit, jacked, whatever. But with the clothing on, with, like, the shirt on and everything, they look really good. The face scans are bang on. I think the face scans look fantastic. They tend to come with some sort of accessory as well. So, like, you can see Demolition have got their entrance jackets. They've got their helmets. You can see we've got, like, shades, Frankie. We got the hats. Of course, Hacksaw's going to come with the 2x4. That is already out. That series is already out. But this one has not been shown before. So it must be King Kong Bundy, Hillbilly Jim, Coco Beware, and John Cena coming into the line. It's so clever, actually, to have John come into this line, because they have put Bray in this line before, and they have also put Cody into this line. You can get a 2-pack of Dusty and Cody in this line. So, kind of wondered when John would go in, or when we still haven't had Roman in this line. But that's great. I love that King Kong Bundy with the shirt. The shirt looks brilliant. The dungarees, the amount of, like, work that's gone into this is so good. It reminds me so much of the Hasbro when they had a Frankie with the Hasbro. That is so good. I'm so pleased. Do you know, I don't know how the figures sell, because it's a Walmart exclusive in America. And, I keep hearing of people saying, I'm not sure it's selling very well and stuff like that. Oh, my God, please. Don't stop the line. I think it's only been running since, like, 2022, something like that. I tell you the other great thing about the line. They only do about 4 waves a year. So there's only 4 figures in a series, and there's only 4 series a year. It's not like the other lines that Mattel do, which is just where, like, it's overwhelming. Like, there's this figure, that figure, this figure, that figure. This Superstars line, Walmart exclusive. You can only get it at Walmart in the UK at Wrestling Shop. And they only do 4 series a year, which is 16 figures a year. And that's it. That's all you have to buy each year, 16 figures. And so it's a lot easier to manage. It's a lot easier to collect. It's the legends as well. So, I mean, look at this. Demolition, Hillbilly Jim, King Kong Bundy, Coco Beware. It's the legends, Jesse the Body. And, oh, my God. I didn't think we'd see any new ones of these. I did not think we would see new ones of those. So that's going in unseen. That is now officially going in unseen. We're going to get flooded now with so many pictures and stuff because WWE World is open. Triple H opens up on Trick Williams and other call-ups. Almost every talent that comes from NXT to the main roster has already come to me and said, what am I doing? Why haven't they moved me up already? Oh, well, that's good. That's what talent should be doing. That's good, isn't it? That's a good looking figure, that is. Ultimate edition of Goldberg. Goldberg. My damn toys. So this is Mark Henry as Balrog, is it? I can see the Street Fighter packaging in the background. So this is you can see Yokozuna as E Honda. So I'm guessing that's giving me Mark Henry as Balrog vibes. So this is the WWE Street Fighter crossover, which is wise because there's a brand new Street Fighter film coming out, isn't there? Oh my God, look at that. There we go. So there's the new Dusty. I've already seen these one. These are out. These are coming out We knew they're coming. I think they're coming in June. These have not been shown before. Oh, you can see the Coco a bit better now. And you can see John wearing that camo. Ah, so good. So good. I'm very pleased with this. Very, very pleased. Today is a good day. We've got John, we've got Hogan, we got Batista. Yeah, and that Intercontinental pack. So that's the first ever IC belt, and obviously the first champ, Pat Patterson. We've never had a Pat Patterson, and we've never had the first IC championship, so very excited for that. Honky Tonk Man, CM Punk, Dominic Mysterio. It's a good set, that is. Got shown off, that did just before. Ooh, some Legends figures. Ooh. Do you know, they don't make Martys anymore, which is so annoying. That is Shawn as a rocker, but they don't make Marty because, I don't know, he said he killed a man or something. So they won't make his figure because of him doing all his weird online stuff. So that means you can't get the rockers now. I've got the rockers. They released them once back in like 2010, 2011. You could get a rockers 2-pack, but you just can't get Marty anymore. So there's Shawn. There's Hart Foundation. Jimmy Hart looks great. Great Muta. Flying Brian Pillman in the background. Yokozuna over there as well. Some their goods. Hall of Pain. Mark Henry. Earthquake. Look at that Yoko. Yoko with a bit more facial hair to him. Is that Dory Funk Jr.? That's got to be in it. Yeah. Is that Dory Funk Jr.? That is Dory Funk Jr. Dory Funk Jr.? Blimey now. I mean, he is a legend. Didn't expect Mattel to make a figure of him, to be honest. Oh, look at the Bob Backlunds. Oh, that's good. Michelle McCall with the Split Divas Championship. We got the Steiners. And that looks like the Tonga kids. That looks like the Tonga kid. If they've done a figure of the Tonga kid, that is a deep cut. That is a real deep cut. So, yeah, people love Steiner. Oh, I've only got 6 minutes and then we got to start. Oh, God. I love that Bob Backlund, though, with the Bob Backlund for President sign. That's great. That's great. I tell you what, Wrestle with Andy will be excited by that. He likes a bit of Bob Backlund, he does. Okay, I'm not ignoring you, by the way. There's just so much going on right now that... I love that. Miz asking the hard-hitting question. Okay.
Do you like Oba Femi or Brock Lesnar? Oba Femi, you like...
Do you like Oba Femi or Brock Lesnar? And the kid said, I like Oba Femi. Vince McMahon's status for the Hall of Fame. Surely not there. Surely not there. Talk about Vince's attendance at WrestleVotes. With Stephanie taken to the stage, there's been plenty of curiosity if Vince would be there. Explained, as of now, WWE is not expecting Vince to be a part of the ceremony, although plans can always change. According to a source with knowledge of the situation, those within WWE are not anticipating, nor have they heard anything to indicate that Vince McMahon will make an appearance at the Hall of Fame ceremony, which of course is headlined by his daughter Stephanie McMahon. In speaking with one contact, we're told it remains possible that things could change at the last minute, but as of today, WWE is not planning for Vince McMahon to be in attendance. No additional measures are in place to allow this to happen. Yeah. Not surprised. I don't think anyone's surprised at that. I've said this before. Sometimes with wrestling news, the opposite is the bigger story. So, you know, Vince McMahon not expected to be at the Hall of Fame is not really a big story. If that had been Vince McMahon is expected to be, then that's a big story. That's a much bigger story. Vince McMahon is expected to be at the Hall of Fame, but he's not. He's not expected. Closer look at Liv's Fortnite skin. So there we go for all you Fortnite fans. There's her Fortnite skin. Are we up to speed? Oh, final SmackDown preview. Cody has got a message for Randy. Yeah. Well, I'm sure Pat will find a way into that. Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Jacob will respond to Drew's brutal attack and the Wyatt's MFTs. So that's going down tomorrow. Of course, we are live tomorrow. I think we're back up to speed with everything. Oh no, we're not. More figures just came through. What's going on? Look at these. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought we were up to speed. That's where we was. That was only 2 minutes ago. That was 2 minutes ago. And in 2 minutes, all this has come through. In the last 2 minutes. Okay. That's cool. I like that a lot. I like that. I like the look. I like the shirt. Never seen that. Intercontinental Championship. That is an Ultimate Warrior. Oh my god, I haven't even got time. We need another hour. Stupid WWE with all their stupid things. What else we got here? Oh my god. That's Xavier with his morning hat. That's mental that they've made that. That is mental that that's a figure you're going to be able to buy. I mean, he only wore it a couple of times. Xavier Woods with his mourning hat. You remember when the New Day were mourning the fact that they had lost their tag belts? They were mourning the death of the tag division. And we've got that. Seth with the crutches. The ruse of the century. So that obviously is when he cashed in at SummerSlam. So we got the briefcase, we got the crutches. What else we got? R-Truth. R-Truth with long hair, shaved head. Do you remember when he shaved his hair off? So we've got R-Truth. We've only got 2 minutes, WWE Worlds. We've only got 2 minutes. Oh, that's fun. Bronson when he was stealing shoes. The Tribal Thief. Do you remember the Tribal Thief? Bro, those shoes look big. Who's he been stealing the shoes from? Flipping Andre the Giant. Those shoes look massive. So there we go. Bronson. They could have got away with those shoes being smaller, I think. But that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. I'm going to take that. I'm having that. I'm like a magpie. No one's going to care about the Live Fortnite skin. That warrior thing's quite cool. I've already seen I haven't seen this one though. Shawn Michaels as Vega. These Street Fighter ones are pretty fun. They're pretty fun. I think Shawn in that is quite fitting actually. I don't know if you saw the trailer for Street Fighter. That dropped earlier. Looks good. Looks really good. We saw the Mark Henry. You can see Rock in the background as M. Bison. We got Yokozuna as E. Honda as well. So they're pretty good. These dropped today. Tatum, Paxley, Tony have got giant puppets in Las Vegas. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, look, you can see there's some up his backside. And there's a man, look, controlling. And the same over here. They're huge. I mean, these are the size of them. These are the... So we've got big Tony D'Angelo's and Tatum Paxley's wandering around. Okay. All right, here we go. We are underway. We got to turn our attention from that now. Let's click on this. Oh my God, it's all happening. Alba Fyre's coming out already. Oh my God. I don't have audio. Let me get audio. Okay, is that Alicia Taylor doing the announcing? Okay, so we've got Alba Fyre making her way down. WWE World's been open for about half an hour. That's all half an hour WWE World has been open for. Let's get... No, is it Lillian? It's Lillian? Okay, we don't have any commentary on this, which is fun. Alba Fyre versus... It is a little arena, actually. They have got bleachers. Look, yeah, that's a good shot. Here we are seeing WWE World as Tatum Paxley is making her way down. We got barricades all around the ring area. Okay, there's Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley making her way down to the ring. There's that giant Tatum. Oh my God! There's the giant that is mental. That is mental. We've got the giant Tatum Paxley. Look at that. Giant Tatum Paxley puppet is at ringside at WWE Worlds. This is random. This is like a fever dream. So we've got this little arena that they've built. You can see some bleachers. You can see Funko in the background as well. Their display. We do have a commentary table. I think we're going to have some commentators, but look at that big puppet in the background. So this is Tatum Paxley against Alba Fyre. And that women's... Okay, that sounds like Robert Stone, is it? Yeah, so we do have commentary. This is great. I love this, man. WWE World. Okay, I can't recognize that one voice, though. It sounded like... Who's that? Who's that? Do we know who's on commentary? The one sounds to me like Robert Stone, but I don't recognize the other voice. I love that giant puppet in the background, man. That's crazy. We got kids already with Danhausen face paint on. Sounds like Jeremy Borash says, MJ. Do you know what? I think you're right, actually. I think you're right. I think it is. He does a lot of work, doesn't he? I think like with AAA and everything, so that would make a lot of sense. But you never hear him on commentary. He doesn't do commentary for NXT or AAA or Evolve. I don't think he does it for 205, not 205 Live, main events. Okay, drop kick there by Tatum. Okay, Alba Fyre goes over. Obviously, I'm expecting Tatum to get the victory here. She's up. Knee coming in there. Alba goes over against the ropes. The giant Tatum in the background it's freaking me out. It's like something out of flipping Squid Game. Tatum going against the ropes underneath that bottom rope to the outside into the ring steps. Tatum goes into the ring steps. Alba Fyre going over, saluting to the crowds. It's not a bad crowd there, actually, considering the doors are not long open. Very, very popular superstar Tatum Paxley, though. Alba Fyre, of course, on the main roster. Tatum over against the ropes. Alba trying to choke her out using those ropes. Tatum in trouble at the moment. Alba grabbing Tatum, dragging her over to the other side. Again, using those ropes, choking her out. Shot to the midsection there by Tatum. Forearm shot. Chop coming in by Tatum. I just saw that Tatum puppet sort of bouncing like this in the background. And it's shaking its head as... Oh, God, it's so freaky. It is so weird. The likeness is actually really good. And it's so big that you just think... I just keep thinking it's a statue. So when it shakes its head or it bounces up and down, I'm like, what the flip? I mean, they can get its arms to move and everything, can't they? Imagine if she wins and it starts doing this, like, yeah. I want to see. I hope they make another one. They should make a Sol Ruca one or something, a Blake Monroe one. Make them fight. That's the match I want to see. I want to see the giant puppets going at it. Tatum rolls up Alba. Tatum goes down. I think Alba just pointed at the puppet and had a word. Crowd are very quiet. I'd be... Let's go, Tatum! Let's go, Tatum! Come on, everyone! Let's go, Tatum! Let's go, Tatum! Alba, Fyre! There we go! It worked! We've got them chanting! Tatum, Tatum, Tatum. Okay, knee coming down there by Alba. Back elbow there by Tatum. Tatum in the corner, moves out the way. Alba comes in. Tatum. Lovely super kick. Lovely super kick. Alba goes over against the ropes. Tatum trying to get back into this. Alba coming back over. She gets knocked down. And again. Lovely. Enziguri. Step up Enziguri. The Tatum puppet's loving it. The Tatum puppet's loving it. Okay, she goes to the outside there. Tatum jumps to the outside. Oh, I love that move that she does. Look at all that room they've got. They've got quite a lot of room on the outside, on that side. 1, 2. Kick out there by Alba. There's the close-up of the puppet. There's... fighting is not what this community is thinking about with those puppets. Oh, really? Let's go, Tatum. Tatum climbing up. Tatum in the corner. Oh! She came off the top. Alba moves out the way. Tatum goes under that bottom rope. It was a bit of a baseball slide, but she got a little stuck with it. Cemetery drive. Nope. Over in the corner goes Tatum. Oh. Good work there by Alba, actually. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder up. Shoulder up. Wow. That was the very move she captured the NXT UK Championship with. The gory bomb. Chop coming in. And again there by Tatum. You know, it's a proper match. It's not like... I wondered what it was going to be like. She's using the ropes, ref sees. The ref sees. Thank God for that. Thank God for that, because we won't tolerate cheating. Referee spotted the cheating there by Alba. She has a word with him. Tatum up. Yeah, big kick. This will set up Cemetery Drive. Bang! Gets it. 1, 2, 3. Tatum retains. Okay, is the puppet celebrating? Show me the puppet. Oh, that's crazy. Hey, I think Tony D'Angelo's meant to be wrestling today. He's got a puppet as well.
This Tuesday on NXT on the CW, get ready. Night 2 of Revenge.
There we go.
Your opponent
It's moving, says that. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird when it's jiggling around. It's weird.
and heading in to a casket match this Tuesday.
Yeah, she's got a casket match this Tuesday.
Team Revenge, General Manager Mr. Stone. Has to be impressed with your team. Absolutely. As is the crowd. You hear them right now. They're fired up, and we're only getting things started.
We're only getting things started.
World WrestleMania 42 Las Vegas, massive 5
But there we go. Tatum jumps to the outside, goes over to the fans.
Center. This is the cornerstone of WrestleMania weekend and this Fanatics partnership.
I want to see her go over to that giant puppet again. Don't ignore it. There we go, Tatum. I'm surprised she didn't do something with the puppet. She put, oh yeah, there we go. She puts on Alba Fyre's shades, gives her salutes, and walks away. I thought she was going to do something with the puppet. Instead, she put on Alba Fyre's shades. Oh, hello, tag match. Tag match. We got some tag ropes. Tag match time. Oh. Okay. Lillian Garcia is the ring announcer. One fall. Fraxium. Let's go. Okay, we got Fraxium coming out. I didn't know Nathan Frazier was wrestling today. But he is. Cody Rhodes showed up to WWE World as Guile. Came out in full costume. Fraxium making their way down. Oh, man, I already know Unseen's just going to be flipping 20 hours long. Best theme song ever, says the Iron Sentinel. Edward said, did you see the Puppeteers? I did, yes. Who are they going to be facing? Are we scoring, said David. I suppose we could. Why not? Bit of fun in it. Oh, Motor City Machine Guns. Hey, that's not bad, is it? For free. In a different universe, this might have been a match at WrestleMania. Fraxium against Motor City Machine Guns. This is their WrestleMania match. So, match number 2 is going to be Motor City Machine Guns versus Fraxium. I like this little arena they've got set up. Borash said, what a weird world it is. It's not lost on me that I'm sat here with Motor City Machine Guns in the ring at WrestleMania. Kip up there by Axiom, so we are underway. Alex Shelley starting off against Axiom. Daze, it's been a year since Fraxium got called up. Out of 10, what would we score it? 5. I mean, we just ain't done nothing, have we, with them? I could imagine them being very frustrated. But then that's largely always the case when it comes to tag team wrestling, because when do we ever really invest in tag team wrestling? It seems to have little spurts. But never gets that sort of sustained focus, does it, tag team wrestling? Kind of felt like last year, 2025, around this time actually, was a good period. But didn't last. Headlock in there by Sabin. Sabin in with Nathan Frazier now. Sabin round the back of Frazier, going for Nathan Frazier. Leg sweep. Goes for a cover. Quick action. Shot to the midsection. Oh, lovely work by Nathan Frazier. Lands on his feet. Flips over again. Lands on his feet. Nathan Frazier's such a fantastic talent. There's quite a few people, actually, that you look at and you like, imagine when they're ready to break out of their team. I mean, when he's ready to break out of this team, he's going to be such a great talent. Kick coming in there by Nathan. He's over against the ropes, lands on his feet. Kick coming in, tag mates. Alex Shelley in there. Axiom working together. Oh, lovely little DDT there by Nathan. Sabin comes in, quick kicks. Drop kick. Both are Motor City machine guns on the outside. Axiom going for a baseball slide. Motor City getting back in. Motor City against the ropes. Knees to the midsection. Motor City go over the other side. There's quite a bit of room to work there. Super kicks by Motor City. See the tops stall. I'm just looking and seeing what's right. It looks huge. WWE World looks absolutely flipping huge. Back in the ring goes Axiom. Radiated Zombie said, I think the worst call-up is Roxanne Perez. No singles belts, only tag belts. Didn't use any of that Drama. There we go. I don't even know what that was because it was still connected and everything. Thank you, Radiated Zombie. Yeah, I was just saying that these two really going at it. Very impressive work. No half measures. Oh, damn, and now it's finished. Thanks for watching. So we had 2 matches out of it. So it was a half an hour. Did they say they'll be back later? There'll be more from WWE Worlds. Okay. Whew. There is, no, the broadcast has ended. So it was half an hour. That's what we got. So much to talk about. So, very impressive action from those 2 teams in the sense of they really were putting a lot into it. So, I mean, fair play. No half measures there. I don't know when the microphone cut out, but that's annoying because, like, it was all working fine. Normally, it doesn't work at the start and then I connect it and it works. It disconnecting halfway through is a bit of a concern, to be honest. So, I'll have to, I don't know. I'll jot it on my list. Look into microphone. Boom. Let me just read these super chats then quickly again because I did read them out and I don't know if you heard what was said. So Mr. Bigster said, did we see the Jey Uso Cameron altercation on It Is What It Is podcast? I did. And it was a bit weird. It was good. It looked good. I don't know why they did it. Because they're not built into a match or anything. I mean, Cameron don't really understand. I think it was just to create noise. Radiate Zombie said, I think there's still a way for Carmelo at Mania. I think Trick or Sammy could cost him, retaining the Andre Royal tomorrow, and then he can get added. Radiated Zombie says the worst call-up is Roxanne Perez. No singles belts, only tag belts, and didn't use any of her NXT momentum. Also, Julia should have stayed on NXT. So, Radiated Zombie, thank you. I was in the process. That's annoying, isn't it? Because I was in the process of reading those super chats. And so it meant that I didn't see the normal chat, because I'm sure many of you were telling me about the microphone, but I don't have the normal chat on screen. And as we know, for some reason, this keeps freezing as well, and I really don't know why. Feels like there is an update or something that I need to do. There's clearly some sort of glitch in the system. It's Kaz said Cameron posted saying, I'll see you at WrestleMania. More celeb said it's Kaz. Well, he's got to just be. I mean, he's got to just be. It's got to just be that he's going to be in the crowds. I mean, they're not going to add him to that match now, are they? So it's very strange. Yeah, I mean, it's all promotion. Microphone, you just made the list, said Chris. Yeah, and chat. That you just made the list as well. Not you lot, but this one that keeps freezing on here. That's made the list also. Let's copy this, move this here. There's just so much that's happening, so much to keep an eye on. There's just stuff coming through all the time. It's great, though. So, 2 matches, half an hour. I mean, we will maybe be able to watch tomorrow's, because I'd imagine they'll do it tomorrow. We might be able to watch it every day, actually, because we'll probably be live. The only thing with tomorrow is there is a kickoff show. So if they do the kickoff show and then do the WWE World matches after the kickoff show, then we can watch it because we'll be live anyway. So I'm fine with tuning in and watching that each day. Couple of matches. It was good. Well, it was fine. William, shout out to you. I filled in for you. I just told the chat what you were saying. Well, William, thank you. I'm sure it won't be a factor that's overbooking. Roxanne will definitely be the one that dethrones AJ Lee. Mark my words, says It's Bryn again. Let's see. Days no words. Read that. No Andre Battle Royal this year. Yeah, it's on the SmackDown. They've moved it to SmackDown. So it's on SmackDown now. Apparently when Roman came out, some woman yelled, "Oh my God." But I can't play it because it's going to have the audio, isn't it? So, of his music, so... let's go up. Corey said, I was going to mow, but it's now started raining, and it wasn't even forecast for today. Well, honestly, there's enough for you to have a look at online at the moment. There's figure information, there's rumors, there's people sharing images of WWE World. We just had a couple of matches. Obviously, there's a giant Tatum and Tony D'Angelo puppet wandering around. There's lots that's going on at the moment. What news coming through? Wyatt 6 MFT street fight expected to end their long-running feud, so it should be done. It should be over. We should be free of that nightmare. We should be done with that feud. So that is expected to be the end of that. Okay. I am completely fine with our long gun scenes, especially this time of year, says Robbie. You might be getting one, but to be honest, there could be one today because there's, I think, I might have enough in there right now for like a 15-minute episode, like if I did it now, but by the time like I actually get to recording it, which will probably be, I'll leave it till after the Wrestling Escape Pods. Obviously, Wrestling Escape Pod's not going to be affected because that only went for half an hour. They didn't know if that was going to be, an hour, 2 hours. I was kind of anticipating it was going to be 2 hours, actually. So, half an hour is fine. I thought it was pretty fun. Honestly, I quite happily would have sat here and watched more. So, yeah. But half an hour, Tatum in action, got to see that big puppet. It's kind of fun, actually. Do you know, I do love those kind of shows because my takeaway from this one is Jeremy Borash on commentary. That's the takeaway. Another takeaway is what it just looked like with the bleachers that they've set up. Like, this is a little... ring and some seating that they've set up at WWE World. So it's just interesting to see what they had constructed. So the setup of the actual little arena that they've built, I thought there was quite a bit of space on the outside of the ring as well. I was surprised they had commentary, which I wasn't expecting. And they had Lillian Garcia, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting Lillian to be the announcer. I thought it'd be Mike Rome or someone like that, So, yeah, that was kind of a bit of a surprise. So, the setup of the whole thing, the giant Tatum puppet as well is another one. So, for me, like, these are just some of the kind of weird things, interesting things that made this worth watching. And they did a show a little bit similar to this, which a lot of you might not have seen. And it was when they announced the tickets were going on sale for WrestleMania 40. They actually did a thing in 2023. God, that's crazy. It is 2023. That's like 3 years ago now. They did this where they invited the public to go to the stadium. And they, like a year before, I think, was it MetLife? I can't remember which stadium it was at. SoFi, maybe. But anyway, they invited people to come down, and they did this little show where they had matches, and they had celebrities, and they had a crowd, and they did a show on YouTube that was like an hour or 2 hours long, just to launch tickets. And I love those quirky events that are like lost to time, you know? So a lot of people won't even know that happened. A lot of people won't know that show even existed. But it was flipping mental. Jojo Siwa was on Ms. TV. Snoop Dogg got handed an all-gold belt. And he gave, I think it was Bianca and Becky, like Death Row, the music label. He gave them like these gold chains as a gift back. They gave him this all gold championship belt, and he gave them those chains. Matches, I remember Raquel being in action. I remember Street Profits being in action. I think we might have got Seth Rollins against Austin Theory, which is mental if you think about the whole Vision stuff. There was like 3 matches. I'm sure it might have been Nikki Cross against Raquel. There was 3 matches. There was celebrities. There was a Ms. TV segment. And it was all just to promote the fact the tickets were now on sale. Get your tickets, you know. I loved it. I thought it was really, really fun. It was just this weird, quirky little side show that, you just don't get every year. And same with this. I mean, this was not as special. But you didn't know what you was going to get. And it was great to see Tatum wrestling with the giant Tatum puppet. I mean, that was pretty fun. So, yeah, there's a couple of bits that, you can sort of take away from that. And I kind of liked it when she put on Alba's glasses and gave the secret Harvest salute. That was kind of a little quirky, fun thing that will, do the rounds on social media. So worth tuning in for. You never know what you're going to get. I always say that with those kickoff shows, those ones they do on a Friday. Most of the time you can tune into those and they're just, a bit pointless. But sometimes something can happen. Like it was on one of those shows where CM Punk gave his apology to Saudi Arabia. That was a pretty big deal. And I remember one of my favorites was that little girl that they got out the crowds. I think she was a Bianca Belair fan and she was dressed as Bianca. They got her out the crowds and they asked her about like Bianca, whatever. And they were about to put her back into the crowds. And she went, "Can I go give Michael Cole a hug?" And she went over and gave Michael Cole a hug. Triple H was like, "No one has ever asked to do that in the history of mankind." You are absolutely the first person that's ever asked if they can give Michael Cole a hug. So you've got these fun little... You never know what you're going to get. You never know what little gem might be in there. But I love these little shows that are just pushed off to the sides. They're fun. So, yeah, we didn't really get anything like that on this show. But I'm always down for watching these kinds of things. That's why I never want to miss them. Kader said, "I remember that. Snoop Dogg with a custom WWE title." The Rib said, "I miss the hour-long unscenes." It's Bryn again, said, "Days live before 11 feels like experiencing Northern Lights." Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I am normally up at this time, so I mean, I don't feel like half asleep or anything. I am normally awake at this time. I'm just normally compiling for Unseen, which you just saw a glimpse of actually, as like stuff was just pouring through and continuing to pour through as well. So, I mean, we got more stuff here. There's Trish arriving for an interview with Busted Open Radio, Javon with some comments, Charlotte with some comments. There's Cody arriving at WWE World, dressed as Guile, Cody Rhodes. He's got that WWE Championship around his waist. I feel like Guile should have his own entrance, to be honest. So there we go, Guile. There's Cody with the hair. Making his way down to the ring. Oh, we got some meet and greets Pictures coming through as well. Kind of heard that earlier about Becky. There's the whole cast. It's just all the time, just bits coming through, figure bits. We read that Wyatt 6 MFT street fight expected to end long-running feuds. CM Punk is forced to rank what he hates most out of the Packers, the Cardinals, Red Wings, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Okay, let's get into the chat and we'll look to wrap this stream up. Oh, no, what's this? Nick Hogan, Hulk Hogan's son. This was only 9 seconds ago, by the way. Blumming hell. 9 seconds. I'm the 21st like. Yes! My age. Nick Hogan gets a first look. Guys, I'm retweeting that. This is breaking news. 25 seconds long. Nick Hogan gets a first look at the Hulk Hogan exhibit at WWE World.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
I got about 2 seconds.
Oh, don't play the music. Ooh, hang on. That can't be the real one, is it? There we go. There he is in front of a blue steel cage. Oh, mate, can you actually have your picture took behind that blue steel cage? Why am I not in WWE World? You shut up. You shut up. Is that the real one? I didn't think they had that belt. I didn't think they had that in their possession. Wow. The Winged Eagle on the white strap from the movie. I think that's No Holds Barred, is it? I didn't think they had that. Oh, you can see a collection of all the different things they have. This is the Hulkamania exhibition. It looks pretty big, actually. It looks like they've got quite a few items. Lots of figures. There's a Hogan with a feather bow, NWO stuff with the bike. I can't play it because of the music. I'll just get killed on copyright. So I don't know what he's saying. I've retweeted it anyway. Lots of image. Oh my God. What's going on? Perhaps there'll be a better one that shows you more, but this looks like they've set up a bedroom from the 1980s. And it's got like the calendar. And it's got, I think, is that his workout set? And you can see a little TV, yeah, the poster where you can measure your height versus Hogan's height. The old LJNs and the ring. You can see like some of the old shirts. So they've kind of like decorated a bedroom. Yeah, look at that. The bedspreads. Backpack on the wall. It's just a collection of all the merch, isn't it? The Brawling Buddy. That was his cape from the 1970s. So when he was first in WWE, oh God, if that's the real thing, that's mental. That's 1970s Hulk Hogan. This is before he was a big star. He was in WWE as a heel, and he had Classy Freddie Blassie as his manager, and he wore this cape. And then he got cast in the Rocky film, and went off doing that, and that's how, you know, he got big. But so this is like 1970s. Oof, amazing. That's Thunderlips, isn't it, from Rocky? That's great. That's going in unseen. That is great. I can't break it down in that kind of detail in unseen where we're going like frame by frame, but yeah, that's really cool. I love this old school backdrop. Mean Jim, what a great photo. So many pictures. I mean, a picture with that, amazing. A picture with all of this, amazing, actually. Damn it. Goodyear Blimp is going to fly above Allegiant Stadium during WrestleMania week. WWE has planned for a Goodyear Blimp to fly above Allegiant Stadium during WrestleMania week, and Danhausen is likely tied to the concept. Are we going to get a Danhausen branded blimp? Is that what they're doing? They've got a blimp that's going to fly above the stadium. And Danhausen is likely connected with it. Dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. That'll be great. There's those giant puppets that we've already looked at. We've seen that. Oh. WWE, Club WWE is popping.
He is too.
What's she say?
He is too.
Hi? What? Hi?
He is too.
Me too? What the hell are you on about? Oh yeah, a lot of people signing up. I hope they're all putting Byron Saxton as their favourite wrestler. There's a wheel. What's the wheel? Gift cards. Raw tickets. Club WWE. Oh, he wants a Club WWE shirt. Don't want that. Okay, well, it looks like they're doing some sort of game where you can spin the wheel and win things. Oh, that's better. Mystery item. Okay, wasn't that much better. Gift card, mystery item, Club WWE shirt, Raw tickets. I mean, the Raw tickets are probably worth about $1,000 in this day and age. There we go, Club WWE. I don't think there was anything, like, essential that needed to be seen there. Got more figures coming through. Got a Blake Monroe. I'm hearing people are loving Ammo Coffee at WWE Worlds. If you're in town for Mania, please stop by our booth. I haven't even seen the Ammo Coffee booth. Scan the QR codes and get the coffee. You will not regret. Well, there we go. I'll pop that in. That can go in. Becky talking about that. There's Blake reacting to her new figure. 5 minutes ago, this one dropped through. JC. Hacksaw. Blake Monroe. There's the Blake figure. There's the JC figure. There's the Cody figure. And she's loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She's loving it. I can go in. Oh my god, it's going to be an hour. Unseen is going to be an hour. That's great. I love that. I love the puppets. I love that Hogan thing. We've seen Cody. We've seen that. Okay. If I search ammo, would I be able to find it? I wonder if I could find a little... Because that's just the people that I follow. The amount of stuff people must be putting up just anyway, you know. Let's have a scroll down. Oh. No. 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 I was just looking to see if anyone had put any pictures up for the coffee display, but I don't think so. No, nothing that I can see at the moment. Okay. A thunderstorm just went north of me. I've got sprinkles from it. Sprinkles? You got sprinkles from a thunderstorm? Are you sure you didn't just have an ice cream? Michael said Jay is on another podcast right now. Let's see if he attacks someone else. Well, he should probably go back to the hotel and have a lie down. Seems like he's far too amped up. He's too aggressive. Can't go around attacking podcast hosts. That's flipping assault. Even if they have said some stuff that you don't like, dude should be arrested. I am calling for Jay Uso to be arrested. That's what I'm calling for. Daze, have we seen the official runtime each night? Kickoff is 3 hours. Main event 4.5 hours. Post show an hour. Do we think that's too long? 4.5 hours and we can't do Io Asuka, said Steve. I do think it's too long, yes. I don't really see why any wrestling show needs to be going after over 3.5 hours, really. I mean, 4.5 hours. I feel like we're getting back to WrestleMania 35 stage. I mean, WrestleMania 35, I think that main show was about 5 hours, and the pre-show was 2 hours. I think the whole thing clocked in about 8 hours with, you know, post-show and all that stuff. And it was too long. And, you know, we then went WrestleMania 36 to 2 nights. And I don't know, it's just, it's creeping back up again, isn't it? I don't really understand why. I don't understand why we need a 3-hour pre-show. I don't understand why the WrestleMania needs to be 4.5 hours. Like, it is too long. It is too long. I don't know what they've got planned. I mean, let's have a look. I mean, maybe it'll be 4.5 mind-blowing hours, and it'll be absolutely incredible. I don't know. But as just a time, I'd be like, I don't know why we're going for that. I don't know why that's where we've ended up. Listen, you ain't got to wait long, and something else comes along. Very nice. Very evil. We've got this. Oh my God. Stop playing music, would you? Danhausen, Painthausen. So you can go and get your face painted like Danhausen, and then, oh, is that the actual crate that he came out of? That's quite clever, isn't it? If that's the actual, because then you can have your picture took in front of the crate that he came out of. That is quite clever. So there we go, kids. God, isn't this mental? I mean, do you remember Danhausen that was just not really being used in AEW? Just seeing him pop up on internet videos. Now here he is in WWE. Kids having their faces painted. Like, he's really took off with the kids, hasn't he? The kids love him. And then you can go and get your picture taken by the crate. So, yeah, the kids have really, really taken to Danhausen. So that can go in. I like the fact you can pose by the crate. Mentally, I'm just building up a list of like, oh man, if I go to WWE World, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that. Oh, what's this? Edge Strangler Lewis versus Ed Don George for the AWA World title, 1931. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for the World Championship. Oh, lovely takeover there by Ed Don George. Ed Strangler Lewis in a whole world of trouble right now. Look at it, nearly 100 years, 95 years old, this footage. 95 years old. That's crazy. 95 years old. That's nearly as old as William Hensey. Mind-blowing, mate. Mind-blowing. Ambi Ballin said he is an interesting character. William, I agree. Wrestle Nation said, I'm okay with 4.5 hours as long as they just don't fill it with beep. It's crazy that it's going to be a 3-hour kickoff. That does it for me, says Wrestle Nation. Wrestlemania is sponsored by ads, said Boomers. Daze is like a child in a grown man's body, said Cadet. I love it. I really do love it. I've said before, like, this to me is, well, this to me is just so exciting because, like, there's figures to look at, there's photo opportunities, there's matches to watch, there's wrestlers to meet, there's going to be there's stuff to buy. It's just going to be this buzz, this energy. This excitement, and I love WWE World. I think it's one of the best things they do. And what I love about it as well is they don't ever seem to just like dial it in. I think this would be very, very easy to just, yeah, whatever. Let's just shove some stuff in a thing. It'll be fine, you know. We'll have a little bit of a shop. We'll have the wrestlers there. Mattel are going to be... But you look at all the stuff that they do, and it really feels like a lot of work. kind of goes into it, you know? Like, they didn't need that Danhausen experience. They could have got away with not having that. But they're doing it, you know? They didn't need to actually show any of those matches on YouTube and have, like, Lillian Garcia and all that. They didn't need to have that Tatum Paxley puppet, did they? I mean, if they didn't have the Tatum Paxley puppet, they would have saved a bit of money. They could have saved a bit of money on setting up that Danhausen thing, or saved a bit of money by not shipping that crate over. Like, they don't need that crate there. No one's going to really miss it if it's not there. But they did it. And they did the Tatum puppet. And apparently they're doing the blimp, which is going to be Danhausen connected as well. Again, do they need to do that? No. But it looks like they're doing it. Like, I really do appreciate... we give them, like, you know, a lot of criticism, which they deserve. But I will give them credit for WWE World, because it really feels like they do care and they do push the boat out. WrestleMania creative favorites emerge. Okay. WWE World should tour around the world. Oh, God, that'd be great. And then just change it up each year, starting at WrestleMania. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Uncle Rebel. I'd love that. Steve said TKO won't be satisfied until every part of the show has got ads. The wrestlers are going to start cutting ad promos mid-match pretty soon. I hope not. It's not just Becky saying it. WWE World is saying it. Ammo is great. Big Time said, Daze, do you remember when Kiana got that mini push when she pinned Charlotte and Alexa while getting into the chamber? I'm not saying that she dropped the ball, but I do wish that talent would maximize those small windows of opportunity. How can you, though? I mean, you're a slave to your booking, aren't you? I mean, what have we given her to do? What could she have done? How could she have capitalized on it? She goes in the next day, gets given a script that says you're going to walk down to the ring with Julia, or you're going to be in a tag match, or I don't know, man. I mean, what can you do? I think there's people that put a lot of blame onto the talent themselves, which is fine, because I do think there's things that they control, but I think there's a lot that's out of their control. I think that you have to point the finger just as much, if not more, in the direction of creative. Boomer said WWE is doing everything but just not creating stories. Reese, hello, my friends. Daze, how are you? What's your plan for sleeping this weekend? Oh, my plan's very simple, but I mean, this time of year, it just becomes about streaming and sleeping, and that's about it, really. It's about doing the best you can, you know, trying to put out the best content possible, like, you know, try and get as much interest in stuff, like, have you seen this, have you seen that, have you seen this, have you seen that? It's about trying to get as much stuff out there as possible, good stuff, people that, you know, stuff people are interested in, and then sleeping. That's it. So, like, tonight, you know, I should have time to get a member stream done, which I wasn't sure I was going to be able to, but I should be able to get a member stream done now. Should have time to do the wrestling escape pods. Then it'll be a case of sleeping, wake up, and then it's just stream. I mean, off we go. I don't know what will happen with Unseens. You know, I'll probably still be adding stuff to folders, but I mean, I have no idea. I don't know when we'll get a chance to record and upload, because I think it's just, I don't even know if we'll get a chance to do breakdown videos, because as soon as SmackDown ends, we go straight into a Hall of Fame. Do you know what I mean? So when will we get a chance to actually do the breakdown video? So to be honest, my focus is on those streams, which are going to be long. They're going to be marathons. And then whenever I'm not streaming, make sure that I get like at least 7 hours. Yeah. So if it has to be, I end a stream, go straight to bed, wake up, start streaming, fine, I'll do that. So yeah, don't never, if you're in this position, sacrifice on your sleep. I've always tried to get 6-7 hours, always, because I'm just useless without it. I'd just be sat here and just like, ugh. Do you know what I mean? I've got to make sure that I'm looking after that. So But that's largely all it becomes, streaming and sleeping, and that's it. I remember when I was doing Olympic streams, I was like streaming for like 12 hours a day, every day. And people were like, when do you get sleep? And it's like, well, sleep's easy. I mean, if you don't see me, I'm probably asleep. So sleeping's not a problem. But it does become like streaming, sleeping, streaming, sleeping, streaming, sleeping. And it'll probably be that way now until Tuesday. So not that long. It's only the weekend, isn't it? So, I mean, like, today's pretty busy, obviously. We started this stream a couple of hours ago now. So, obviously, the show itself was only half an hour. I'll do a member stream. I'll do the Wrestling Escape Pod. There'll definitely be an unseen. And it's going to be a chunky unseen, of course. So, all of that still to come today. Go to sleep. Wake up. Kick-off show. SmackDown. Hall of Fame. Maybe an unseen or a breakdown. Don't know. Depends what happens. Depends what I've got and where I am and what time I've got. Go to sleep. Wake up. Just, you know, as soon as I wake up Saturday, we'll just start streaming. I mean, it doesn't even really matter if nothing's happening. Just stream. Because everyone's going to want to be talking Wrestlemania. There's going to be, obviously, the buzz around. There's always, as you can see, I mean, there's always stuff coming through. I mean, at this time of year, it's just, you just can't not be keeping an eye online because there's just always stuff that is coming through or being spoken about, or have you seen this? Have you seen that? So, yeah, very, very busy time. JC Lopez said they've got everything for everyone at WWE World. They got the Danhausen face painting for kids. They got a tattoo parlor for adults. There's wrestling belts and history for wrestling historians. And there's even like an Attitude Era section. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's really fantastic. Ben says, Daze, I've been watching your videos. For once, I've seen you on a live stream. Ah, well, Ben, shout out to you, my friends. Hope you're excited for WrestleMania. Yeah, we stream a lot. We stream an awful lot. Daze, really appreciate it. Love the content, especially the Wrestling Escape Pod. I love hearing about Fanny. Well, Reese, I love talking about Fanny as well, so... If you love hearing about Fanny, I will forever be talking about Fanny. So thank you, my friend. Equation said, do we think Shiloh built that Danhausen crate? Well, I don't know if he did, but I'm absolutely certain he could. So we can't rule it out. He's very good with those kinds of things. Brian said, since Danhausen owns the right to his face paint design, I'm sure he's getting many human monies per person when they get their face painted, says Brian. Dom wore a dude white shirt already. He did. That's the first one we've seen, I think, where dude wipes actually had their logo on a wrestler's shirt. So people are obviously thinking that could be the start of it now. There's a dude that's got a WWE Championship belt, and it's... What is it? Is that fluorescent green? What is it? How is he... This is the Oba meet and greet. Look at this dude's belt. It is giving off a little bit Saudi Arabia vibes, which is obviously not good. I am also getting a little bit of Naomi vibes, though. I don't think she had a belt like that, though, did she? She did have a glow belt. Naomi glow belt. Wasn't like that, though. The main plate was blue. So it wasn't like that. That's Naomi's. So it kind of glowed around that bit, but the main plate was blue. Plus it was on a white strap. So that's not what his is. His is sick, actually. That is sick. I can't quite figure out how he's done it. I can't quite figure out how he's got it glowing like that. I mean, it must be... It must be the same way she's got hers to glow that color as well, that kind of green. It's very vibrant, really pops. It doesn't look like it's just the color of the belt strap. It looks like it's glowing. Don't know, man. Not a belt I've ever seen. That looks like he's customized it. Don't know. Yeah, weird. So these are just people getting meet and greets with Oba. That's pretty good. He doesn't really like doing poses or anything, does he? I think I mean, like, you'd probably just stand next to him. I might be tempted to do. I wouldn't ask him to do it, though. That belt is the one that's kind of grabbed my attention. It feels a bit Naomi-esque, but hers looked different. Plus, she doesn't do the glow gimmick anymore, does she? She's got the whole proceed with caution stuff. Let's go down. Bang, bang. Okay, yeah, Danhausen. Where are we time-wise? Okay, The Rock is in Vegas, said Adil. Okay. How do we know this? How do you know that, Adil? Last 2 hours unseen was peak, said Robbie. Yeah. We've even got the Roland's family coffee business at WWE Worlds. Yep. You can try the ammo coffee over there as at WWE World. I'd like to try it, actually. Maybe Dom is planning on using dude wipes to clean up all the makeup off the demon, so he just faced. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. Do you know, I wouldn't hate that. I actually wouldn't hate it if he did grab some dude wipes and started wiping off the paint. Yeah? And started screaming at him, "You're just Finn," or something like that. Oh, that's actually product placement that might work, that people might be okay with. That's product play, as long as they weren't like making it really obvious it was dude wipes, but he just used them and started like trying to get the paint off, screaming at him, "You're just Finn. You're not really the demon. You're just Finn Balor. Get me them wipes. Get me them wipes." I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how people would react to that, because in storyline wise, I don't mind it, because he's wiping off the paint saying, "You're just Finn. You're just Finn." You know, because clearly the demons got into his head and he's freaking out about it. Ah, damn. I don't know how I'd feel. The Rock's in Vegas, according to Wrestling Observer. Well, I have not seen that news. So, I mean, could be. I don't care. To be honest with you. If he is or he isn't, I'm not bothered. But yeah, I've been sat here for the past few hours watching as news has been coming in, and I've not seen any news about The Rock being there. Jelly Roll figure looks good, but I don't want it, says Miss Clown. Pat is going to pin Cody at Backlash, said Robbie. The live stream podcast is on Saturday from WWE World. John Cena is going to be on Undertaker's 6 Feet Under. I am putting out there to see if it happens. Maybe Jay is going to attack someone. WWE can now scrap the tag match, take that match off the card and put Asuka Io instead, said JC Lopez. I don't see it happening, but I think the Hall of Fame is going to be a good watch, said Cammy. The matches have finished. Yeah, we had a couple of matches. We'll wrap this stream up in a second as well. Who's going to win out of Roman Punk? The favourite is Roman. I don't mind, but I probably will lean Punk. But if Roman wins, I won't be bothered. Demolition is a great team. I'm happy they're going in, said Cammy. Who Review said, I need to be off the internet till Monday as I'm at work early Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Oh, really? So you can't watch Mania? Oh, that sucks. Here comes the Axe. Here comes the Smasher. Demolition. Walk-in disasters. Longer Beach Hippie, shout out to you. Yep. That'll be really lovely, won't it? When they take their rightful place inside the Hall of Fame. Goodfella said Rock was in Vegas for CinemaCon. He presented the new Jumanji, and everyone said he was so drunk, but in a fun way. Joshua said, have we seen the rumors of a stage collapsing? No, buds. What, the WrestleMania stage that they're setting up in the stadium? No. Okay. I think we're up to date with everything. I'm going to call it quits. Only half an hour. Oh, well, we've just gone over 2 hours. But only half an hour for the actual WWE World's matches. Which, you know, a little bit of a shame. I was thinking it'd be longer than that. But, okay, fine, you know. It was pretty fun watch. Not down on it. So I'll be back later with a member stream, and I will also be back later with the Wrestling Escape Pods. And then tomorrow, big day. We got the kickoff show, we got SmackDown, and then we have got Hall of Fame. There we go. It was slipping my mind. I was like, there's something else. Hall of Fame. So lots on the way. Have a good evening. Appreciate everyone joining us, and I will see you again next time.